Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another interesting beer review and another Bavarian Helles. This is from the Flötzinger Brauerei, which is a private owned family brewery located in Oberbayern, Upper Bavaria, which is the most southern region of Bavaria. So this of course is making me think of the beautiful nature in the very south of Bavaria, which I absolutely love, and I'm longing to visit southern Bavaria again. So this is quite interesting brewery, started already in 1543, a year which they seem to be quite proud of, and they should, because I guess it's quite rare for a brewery that started that early to still be owned by to still be family owned. So therefore it has quite interesting history and is giving a very impressive, decent and good impression to me when I've been doing my research about it. Of course, I'm gonna link to the brewer's website also in the description box below, as I always used to do, so you can go and check out the other beers that they're having and the history about this brewery. They're also having, they show how the brewery did look like when they started it on their website and so on. So that's quite interesting for me anyway, who are interested about German breweries and maybe especially Bavarian traditional breweries. So yeah, Flötzinger Brauerei, and it's giving very decent impression regarding everything. For example, you see that they are having the typical, as I used to call it, Bavarian bottle style or shape of the bottle, which is wider but not that very tall, which is giving a little bit older impression to me, and it seems very popular to have this bottle shape in Bavaria for these smaller private breweries, and that's a good thing in my opinion. Also, the beer isn't being shaked around in the same way when you're gonna pour it up. It always stays in the same level thanks to its bottle shape. Anyway, the label is not that very modern, so that's a good thing in my opinion, that they care more about making a good beer than making a very modern and special label with different strange colors and so on. It's just giving the impression of being a traditional Helles, which you can trust, that you know how great it's gonna be. Flötzinger 1543, and you see here the typical Bavarian style with the horses are carrying all the barrels. Also Rosenheim, and Rosenheim of course town in very south of Bavaria, south of Oberbayern, and I've been reviewing some other beers from other breweries from this town before on the channel recently. Kimsel Hell and Auerbräu Helles, for example. It's those two that I'm starting to think of. But this is the oldest brewery from Rosenheim, and here's the cap as well from Flötzinger Brauerei, and there's a back label. Gives a really nice impression to me, as I mentioned. Not very strange label, but instead they care about making a good beer, comparing to instead of making changing the labels and so on. I do have some other ones from this brewery which I'm gonna try in the future, so I'm gonna show you the bottles of those ones. As I used to do, it's their Hefeweißbier, which looks like this, and I do have their Märzen as well. I really love Märzen, as well as I love Hefeweizen of course, and also love Helles and the old German beer styles, basically. But some history about this brewery, of course. The Flötzinger Brauerei is a private brewery in Rosenheim in Upper Bavaria. The city's only private brewery is now owned by the Stegmüller family. At the Rosenheim Autumn Festival, the brewery on the Loreto Meadow operates the large Flötzinger Mark with space approximately 8,500 people. It is considered to be the largest freestanding tent in Europe. The output per year is 100,000 hectoliters. Some of the brewery's products received national and international awards. The history of the brewery begins in 1543 when Wilhelm IV granted the Bräu in der Wiesengasse permission to brew. Johann Huber is mentioned as the first owner from October 16, 1604. On March 10, 1611, Erhard Westermeier became the owner of the property on March 11, 1611. The documentary owner of the brewery, Simon Weltel, was until 1705. Weltel's widow, who ran the brewery from 1705, went bankrupt in 1710. The bankruptcy estate is bought by the namesake of the brewery, Georg Flötzinger from Rannerberg. After several changes of ownership, the brewery was acquired in 1864 by Johann Kirschbaumer, the grandfather of Franz Stegmüller II. Since the death of Franz Stegmüller II in 2012, the brewery has been run by the Stegmüller family. And regarding this specific beer, the Flötzinger Hell, it's possible to read the following information on their website. The cult beer for generations. The taste is full-bodied with a mild hoppy note and distinctive malt aroma. High-quality Bavarian malt. Hops from Hallertau, the best aroma hops from Tettnang on Lake Bodensee, and the gentle fermentation give the Flötzinger Hell its unique taste. A beer with a mild personality, available in the thick Euro bottle and in the small 0.33 liter bottle, ideal for parties and barbecuing. But this is of course the thick bottle, which is the one that I love. It was, as I described in the beginning, a bottle shape which seems to be popular in southern Bavaria, and it's a bottle shape that I really like. This one. Over to the tasting part finally. This is gonna be an interesting one. Flötzinger Hell aus Rosenheim. Brautradition seit 1543. And yeah, even though there's not much that happens on the bottle, I really love this drawing of the horses that is carrying all the beer barrels, just the way it's doing to Oktoberfest, and almost all other breweries are having pictures of that, because it's very traditional in Germany. That's how it started. When there wasn't transport, it was horses that carried the barrels full of beers. So looks real nice. Flötzinger Hell. Gonna be interesting to try this one. Außen neu, innen treu, das Rosenheimer Kultbier Flötzinger Hell. In der neuen Flasche wird weiterhin mit viel Liebe und aus den besten Zutaten in der ältesten Privatbrauerei Rosenheims gebraut. Brautradition, die man schmeckt seit 1543, dem Guten treu. Hochwertiges bayerischen Malz und der besten Hopfen aus der Hallertau und aus Tettnang am Bodensee sowie den behutsame Gärung geben diesem Bier seinen einzigartigen Geschmack. Ein Bier wie das Alpenvorland. Yeah, Alpenvorland. Rosenheim is located just at the foot of the Alps, so at the very, very, very south of Bavaria. Not possible to come more south than that, just to the Austrian border, which also gives the feeling of me that when I'm drinking this beer, that it's enjoyed at that beautiful nature. Alcohol content is 5.2. Rosenheimer Lagerbier. Hell. Zutaten: Brauwasser, Gerstenmalz, Hopfenauszüge. Flötzinger Brauerei, Franz Stegmüller GmbH and Company KG, Rosenheim. Yes, that's all information. And finally over to the tasting part, the part that I like, of course, the most, the one that I've been longing for while I speak about the history of the brewery. The tasting part is the good thing for me, because then I'm able to taste this fantastic beers. For example, this one, Flötzinger Hell, can be really interesting to try this one, and I've got high expectations. Really think it's gonna be amazing. So, Flötzinger Bräu Rosenheim, let's open this one up. There, Helles. And pour it up, of course. See the big foam head and very pale yellow color of it, typical for Bavarian Helles. Looks really nice in my opinion, and a very big compact white foam head. You see all the bubbles raised up. Looks really beautiful. And also shows high quality to me. As I've been mentioning before on my videos, important to build up a compact white foam head and maintain it all the way through while you're drinking, because it keeps the taste in the glass just the way it should be. And also it's a quality sign, just as it is regarding the color of the beer, of course. Absolutely the best color of this one. Very great Helles color, in my opinion. I hope you can see that. Really pale and nice yellow color of it. There we have it. That's the way it should look like, isn't it? With a nice white foam that rises up far above the edge of the glass. That's how a beer should look. And all the small bubbles that continues to rise up looks really beautiful, which I hope you can see. And also maintain the white foam head, as I mentioned. Start to drink while it's a big foam head. That's Bavarian style. Let's get the aroma quite quick. Fresh and typical for the style. Really nice. But I have very high expectations of this one. Feel that it's well balanced, of course, already, just like this Bavarian Helles always is. So let's try it. Prost! Really great. Has got a fantastic, typical mild Bavarian Helles taste of it. Really well balanced and fantastic. High quality of the hops and malts. Really nice brewed, and I understand why it has been existing for so long. You see, still the quite very big white foam head is appearing. It doesn't disappear, which is a good sign. Really looks nice, and it's got an amazing taste of it. It's that simple. It's a big recommendation, this one, and I really look forward to try the other two ones from this brewery as well. Flötzinger Bräu Rosenheim is continuing to impress me and give us a really good impression in every way, because this is a really well balanced and nice Helles that fits really good, and something that it's easy to drink more of and want more of and to long for. Also, of course, fits really nice into the Oberbayerischen environment and nature. Well, I mean, I can't imagine something better than living there in that beautiful nature, the small villages, walking outside in the beautiful nature, Alps, this grass-covered mountains, and stopping by a brewery like this for a fantastic beer like this one. Absolutely, without any doubt, the best beers in the world. There's nothing that's even close. And it's countless of breweries there, everywhere. Every small town has got breweries. So that's, I mean, for me, as a lover of this amazingly great beers and Bavaria, it's like heaven. It's just fantastic to think of that, and yeah, thousands of breweries. Really nice. Nice with all the foam, really quality sign. Really great one. So Flötzinger is a good, is a great opinion from me, and a big recommendation to try this one, Flötzinger Hell. It's a fantastic Helles, and yeah, as I mentioned, high quality, nice, mild taste. Really good example of the style, and definitely something that you should try. In my opinion, might not be possible to find outside of Germany, but if you find it in Germany, don't hesitate, just buy it and try it, because it's really great. And yeah, that's also what I've been speaking about before. It's not these commercial breweries that I'm much into for the moment, who are caring about big volume, because brewers like this one are caring about doing it the right way instead. And yeah, selling it locally. It might not be worth the money to transport it all around the world, because yeah, they do have enough of people who love it in their hometown. So that's something I love too, the local traditional Bavarian brewers. So another beer from Rosenheim. It's the third one, I guess, that I'm reviewing. At least I've been reviewing Kimser Hell and Auerbräu Hell before, and this is Flötzinger Hell. So they all come from the same town. I guess that's it for now regarding the Flötzinger Hell, and it has been a real pleasure to drink it, and I hope it has been a pleasure to watch too, and that you want to drink it as well. That's at least my mission for the channel. With that said, hope you continue to follow my channel for more interesting beer reviews. Hope you did like the review of this one, Flötzinger Hell, and that you are excited about what's gonna come up on the channel, because there's a lot, of course, that will be coming up as always. Stay tuned for more, like, comment, subscribe, and hope I see you again in the next German beer review.